Have some fans in the stands and make some plays for them?
Always, always. These are some of the best fans in the NFL. Since I've been here, they always support us, win or lose. They're definitely some tough fans, but they're some of the best.
How's your knee?
It's good. Made some catches out there, feel good. Obviously, I haven't played football in a long time, so it's good just to get back and playing football, competing.
What is this camp like for you, knowing what you're facing at the beginning of the regular season?
It's football, it's life. I mean, I've been through worse things in life than, having to sit out 6 games. So for me, mentally, I think I've been prepared for tough moments like this my whole life, coming from Section A. So, this is just a little scratch. It is what it is. It's my job. I love it. But, I mean, I'm ready for, whatever comes my way, man. And obviously, 6 games is what I'm looking at. But, we got a great team. I'm sure those guys can go out and get it done.
How much did you adjust your kind of training plan ramping up to the season?
Obviously, I had to adjust because I've never had an injury like this. This is the first time I've been injured in a long. I don't think I've ever set out that many games in the NFL season. So obviously, I had to adjust going into the off season. It was tough, but I had a great supporting cast with the trainers here and trainers outside, and rehab doctors that I've seen. So it was obviously tough, but I managed it, and I had people who gave me some good advice who've dealt with this injury before.
You know what you'll do during the 6 weeks, DeAndre?
Excuse me?
You know what you'll do during that 6 weeks?
Yeah, I'll just try to be mimicking things that they're doing here, just so I can come in and kind of go with the flow and not be behind.
With knowing you're not going to be playing right away, is what you're doing for this training camp in terms of preparing yourself, is it a lot different than what you would normally do because you're not going to be playing right away, or is it just different?
It's different. It's different because I know I'm not going to be playing right away, obviously. So I don't want to go out and, burn my load. And when week 1 come, I'm dead. It's a disadvantage, obviously. But at the same time, we can turn into an advantage of, having me come back healthy, week 7.
Are you good with the plan that they have for you?
Oh yeah, it's a great plan. The strength training coach and the the rehab guys, they're on the same page. So I think it's a great plan.
What do you think it's going to be like when you're away? I mean, we wondered how antsy you're going to get, how aggravated you might get. How do you focus? How do you not go drive yourself crazy?
Like I said before, I've dealt with worse things in life than sitting out 6 games when I know I have 11 more. But I read a lot. I'm a patient guy. I don't really get too frustrated about things. I don't get too up and down. I deal with real life every day. It's not really something that I think I'll be too antsy about. Obviously, I love the game. I love football. I love competing. So it'll be hard watching those guys and me not being there, of course, because I'm an ultimate competitor. I compete in everything I do.
Are you a guy that's going to watch the games live? Like Cliff said last year when he had to miss the COVID game, he couldn't watch it live. Are you going to be able to watch it?
Yeah, of course. Of course, I got to watch it because, I'm coming back and helping, once I can. So I still want to be able to help those guys out, give them advice when they ask for it.
Have you changed anything in your training or the people that you surround yourself with or the places you go in wake of what happened with the PED?
No, because I've never took anything. I never took a supplement. I've never took any of that kind of stuff. Obviously, if you know about what it is, it can be in shampoo. It can be in a lot of different things. So, obviously the NFL is very black and white, so of course I wish the rule wasn't so black and white, but, it is what it is. Nah, I don't think I'll change anything. Obviously, it's hard to know, when something gets contaminated, at a trace amount when you're not working at the manufacturing company.
How much did you exhaust your appeal process? I mean, it seems like you love to re-appeal, but you dropped that. How hard did you guys search to try and get an appeal done?
Oh, man, we definitely searched very hard, very hard. But, we didn't have to search too hard because, I didn't I'm not a guy that took a lot of stuff, so it was very simple. But obviously we tried to appeal it, and obviously that's a lot to talk about. Not right here, maybe at a later date. But of course, I wish that I had more time to appeal it. It wasn't that we just dropped the appeal. We fought till we could, obviously. But like I said, the NFL is very black and white. And it's unfortunate, that rules have changed, with stuff like that. Because obviously you guys seen where they said on the NFL.com website that, it was a masking agent, and then they retraced their statement a couple days ago. So like I said, stuff like that is to be talked about at a later date.
Does the NFL need a process where if it's traced out, there needs to be like a range that it's okay to have things in your body?
Yeah, obviously I think there is a range, and mine was 0.134, and the threshold is 0.100 for whatever that substance is. So that's I do think it should change. Especially I think guys who it's hard to know what you can eat, what you can do. It's when you're not in control of manufacturing anything or what goes through a conveyor belt. You know what I'm saying? So obviously I do think that rule should change. But like I said, that stuff is it'll work itself out. And I've never taken anything. I barely take vitamins. So I've been the same weight my whole life since I've been in NFL.
So you were able to trace down what it was that you took that had that in it?
No, I wasn't. Obviously, I was not, and I didn't take a lot of things. Obviously, so I'm not a guy who has a locker room full of supplements and all that stuff. I'm pretty natural, man.
How weird is it going to be Week 7, Thursday night game, and you get to return, but there's going to be walkthroughs, right? It's not what you want, right?
You said Week 7 is going to be what'd you say?
Walkthrough practices on a short week, you get to come back, but it's going to be like walkthrough practices.
What is Week 7? Is that Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday night.
Okay.
Game. So, I mean, it kind of sucks, doesn't it?
That I can't practice before.
I mean, not that you need it.
Nah, I kind of get what you're saying. I think Thursday night obviously is a big night to come back, and have a debut game. I'm not sure who we're playing. Saints, okay. Hey, that's a good defense, great defense. You got Tyrann Mathieu over there. But like I said, I'll be doing things outside of the facility to mimic what those guys are doing, to kind of come back and and be on track. But I mean, what's bad about a walkthrough? I was messing with you.
What's your thoughts on the acquisition of Marquise?
Oh, no, I got you. You good. What's up?
What's your reaction to the acquisition of Marquise and how much, obviously that'll help overall, but certainly in that time when you're not there?
I think, obviously, Marquise is a great player. Him and Kyler have some chemistry. So I think, losing C. Kirk, definitely adding him will help, especially having a guy like A.J. out there who's, let's keep it real. He's not a 4-2 guy. Antoine Tweezy's not a 4-2 guy. So having someone like that to kind of help those guys out, it'll be big for us for sure.